And Cuba has had to take another timeout. Well, one team appealing for his team to get up, the other coach appealing for his team to stay calm.
A little different dynamic for sure. Well, and right now, Puerto Rico's doing everything right. Don't fix what's not broken. Keep that tempo. Keep playing as a unit. Go for everything.
It's 10-6 in the fifth set. We're playing to 15. Rally point, win by 2. This is to see who goes into the championship round.
You gotta love that pursuit. Love it.
Cuba started this match full of swagger, full of energy on top of the Puerto Ricans, and slowly and steadily they have turned the tide and now enjoy a 3-point advantage. Garcia on the dig. Off the block and out of bounds it goes. And Puerto Rico continues to grind away.
They are just stoked out there. They want this badly.
Cepeda drills this one.
He did, but that's a big gap this late in the rally game. A lot's got to happen on the Cuban side of the net. Puerto Rico's in a very good position right now.
Well, it starts with the serve coming from Rivera. It's an easy one, a beautiful pass, and it's down. And you know this team is going to erupt if they can take this match. It will pit the Cubans against the Americans in the 5-6 match. But we are not over yet as Jimenez goes off his block. Cuba still within 3, but running out of space here as a substitution. Albo coming in for Sosa.
And the averages are higher when you're on serve receive in terms of scoring a point.
1 or 2 quick ones, though, and Cuba would be right back into this. They need that block to go to work.
They need this serve.
And it's a good one. The block is there. 1 point saved. Here we are. This will tighten things up.
Puerto Rico has to handle the serve, but it's a tough one.
And Gaspar immediately calls a timeout, as this one is starting to get a little bit closer, but Puerto Rico still in control. This is set 5, quarterfinal action between Puerto Rico and Cuba. We've got a match on our hands here. 12-10 in the 5th set for Puerto Rico, on the threshold of an upset as this one wipes off Osoria and out. Puerto Rico now going to a substitution. We've seen this one throughout the match. Guzman coming in for Roman. And a substitution also on the Cuban side, as Albo will come out and Sosa will go back in. Still, one side out, 1 point for Cuba, and this becomes a close one. Guzman will take a rip at this. Easy pass, Cepeda in the back row, and it's off the block and out. Puerto Rico was jumping up and down there in anticipation of that, but a smart hit. Guzman coming back out and roaming in. So this is the point of the match right here.
Huge point right here. 14, that's always a big one, no matter the score.
And it is Richard on the end line for Cuba, the 18-year-old setter. Takes a lot off this one, Escalante, and it's outside and off the defense. Jimenez's arm. And we have a match point opportunity for Puerto Rico. Canada came back from 2-0 to beat the Americans. And can Puerto Rico do it here in the quarters? It's a dig, a beauty. Here's a chance for Soto, and it is down. Well, there are hugs and kisses on the court. The eyes are as big as saucers as Puerto Rico fashions an unlikely comeback against the Caribbean Kings. The Cubans, the storied history no longer in place as the Puerto Ricans have eliminated them from championship play. They will go on to the medal round. For Cuba, it's a 5-6 matchup.
It's a great dig right there to start this rally up.
And that really was the story throughout the match, the ability to absorb the power on defense, control it on your own side, and then put it to players like Soto or Escalante, and then drive it to the floor. The Puerto Rican crowd here so appreciative. A 5-setter. Puerto Rico comes back from 2-0 down, and they win it 15-11. A dejected Cuban squad on the sidelines. They know they have to play for 5th and 6th, not what they wanted.
But again, Puerto Rico brought that 7th man, if you will, with their emotion on the court. The statistics, pretty even in terms of spikes. Very even with blocks across the match. Digs, again, the difference here was the emotional game at the end. Puerto Rico was just so focused, and they wanted it so badly. And they just got together as a unit. And I can tell you this, their teammate Steve Morales is going to be very, very happy to hear this result. And they're going to take that emotion with them into their next set, or next match, rather. That was a great win for Puerto Rico, well deserved.
This is the commentary circuit for Guide from EXC for volleyball commentary circuit. This is the commentary circuit for Guide from EXC for volleyball commentary circuit.